The Republic of Ireland is home to many famous castles: Blarney, Dunluce, McDermott's, Ross, just to name a few. But one castle that always gets brought up when discussing the castles of Ireland is Kilkenny Castle. This building is currently one of the most popular tourist attractions in the country and has quite the history to it. Kilkenny Castle started construction during the 12th century in 1173, during the Anglo-Norman period. Construction of the castle was started by Richard Fitz-Gilbert de Clare, who was the second Earl of Pembroke. He was also known as Strongbow by most people. It was originally built as a wooden castle overlooking the River Nore. It was also one of the first Norman castles to be constructed in Ireland soon after the Normans' conquest of the country. Even though the settlement was strategically located, it didn't survive long, as it was destroyed that same year by the King of Thomond, Domhnall O'Brien. But then around 30 years later, Strongbow's son-in-law, William Marshall, built the first stone castle. The first stone castle on the site was completed in 1260. It was a square-shaped castle with a tower at each corner. 3 of these original 4 towers still survive to this day. In 1381, the Seneschal of Kilkenny, Sir Gilbert de Bohun, died, putting Kilkenny Castle up for sale. A decade later, the castle was bought by the Butler family, one of the most powerful families in Ireland during that time. For over 600 years, Kilkenny Castle became their seat. Many of the members of the Butler family were buried in St Mary Collegiate Church in Gowran, which isn't far from Kilkenny City. During the 17th century, Kilkenny was capital of the Irish Confederacy. The Butler family supported King Charles I during the English Civil War. Because of this, the castle was damaged badly by Cornwall's army in 1650. It was rebuilt in 1661, and a new gateway was designed for the south wall by James Butler, the first Duke of Ormond. Inspired by his time in France, James Butler remodelled Kilkenny Castle to resemble a modern chateau style. He unfortunately wasn't able to witness the castle's completion, as he died in 1688, before it could be finished. The castle was returned to the Butlers, who continued to own it up to the early 20th century. The 18th century marked a lot of changes for both the Butler family and Kilkenny Castle. During the century, the castle was becoming run down due to the wealth of the Butler family decreasing. Because of this, Kilkenny Castle underwent major restoration. This restoration work was done by Anne Wendesford of Castlecormer, who married John Butler, the 17th Earl of Ormond, bringing wealth back into the family. Many of Kilkenny's medieval features were removed, being replaced with more modern Georgian-style buildings. During this time, the castle was considered one of the most elegant in the country of Ireland. In 1935, the Butler family finally left Kilkenny Castle due to financial difficulties. In 1967, they decided to sell their beloved castle for a fee of £50. The castle now belongs to the people of Kilkenny. The rest of the 20th century was spent restoring the building, all while it was open for tourism. As of today, Kilkenny Castle still remains in the centre of Kilkenny City. Tourism is held all year round, consistently drawing in large crowds of people. Visitors can explore the rooms, walk around the beautiful surrounding gardens, and learn about its extensive detailed history inside. Ireland's highest officially recognised air temperature, 33.3 degrees Celsius, was measured at Kilkenny Castle on the 26th of June 1887. Kilkenny served as one of the filming locations for the 1995 film Circle of Friends, directed by Pat O'Connor. The castle is sometimes used for exhibitions. One such example is when animation studio, Cartoon Saloon, hosted an exhibition for their film Song of the Sea, which I attended.